Welcome, I'm Bev Adams. I own an independent paper crafting business showcasing products from Stampin' Up. I made this cute little fun fold card with products from Stampin' Up. I sell these products and also a few items to make crafting more convenient. I have the free detailed directions for this project on my website. I also have links for all the products that I used. If you click those links, you'll be taken to my online store at Stampin' Up. You'll see where to find all of that at the end of this video, so don't worry about taking notes. It's time to put stamps, ink, and paper together. I am using adorable owls, and it's very well named. They are very adorable. I'm using this guy, but you could use any of the other ones. I'm using Stylish Shapes dies and the gingham embossing folder. You can use any of these greetings, or you could use greetings from Inspired Thoughts, Sending Support, or many other greetings. I'm using specifically Thinking of You on Your Special Day. My ink is Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I have stamping blends in Tahitian Tide and Pumpkin Pie. And I have Wink of Stella also, because, you know, it's Wink of Stella. My cardstock is basic white, and you're going to want to start out with a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. And it is scored at 1, 2, 4, 6, and 9. And it looks like I got something on this piece. I think it'll be okay. You're going to start off at the 1 inch and fold it as a mountain fold, and then you're basically going to be fan folding it back and forth as you go. And then you want to make sure all of those are creased. Then I have some Mango Melody. I started out with a piece that's 3 1/4 by 8 1/2. And I used the Stylish Shapes. On my website, I have these, what I call taggers. And for quite a few of the die sets, I've identified the shapes. I have the item number, a set of 15, and I name them. So this is the number 1 die. I used, for this project, the number 12 die, and then the 3 largest, which are 7, 8, and 9. So this is the number 7, and this is the piece of basic white cut out with the number 12 die. I have some basic white. This started out at 3 7/8 by 4 7/8. So that it's a little tiny bit narrower than the 4-inch wide cardstock. And I have measured the center of this, which is just 1/16 less than 2 inches. And then up the sides at 2 7/8, so I can cut this corners off. I kept those corners as scraps for the bow tie for him. I have a piece of basic white, and this is just really a scrap. My scrap is 2 1/2 by 2 1/2, and it just needs to be large enough for that owl. And I have some designer series paper. This is from Dandy Designs. This piece is 2 1/8 inches square. These are all 3 7/8 inch wide. And I do have different patterns here. This one is 2 7/8. This one is 1 7/8, and this is 7/8. So I'm going to put the designer series paper on here. So this one goes in the bottom piece. This one, I'm going to skip one and then goes here. And then I'm going to skip one, and this goes here. So this is practically covering up that little boo-boo there. And then I'm going to fold this. I'm going to put it on the back, but I do not want adhesive up here just yet. So right there. Okay. Then I'm going to emboss this piece. So I need to make room for my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And you'll need the number 1 platform, the thick one. You do not need the number 2 die layer. And then you need 2 clear plates, the number 3 plates. We have thick and thin embossing folders. So the thick ones are called 3D, and this is the thinner one. It bends fairly easily. And for this one, you need 2 clear plates. For the thicker ones, the 3D, you need the gray plate. So we'll roll this through and emboss it. And it gives you a lovely design. We're going to glue this onto our card, and we're going to be gluing over here. So where the corners go, pretty much in the corner of the card, and that white helps you get it centered. It also gives you a nice place to sign your name, and if you want to decorate that back part, you can. And this piece is going to go on the middle size. And this shows off the little dotted edge. And then this one goes on the bottom. So we want to close it up, and we only want to put adhesive on the bottom corner, and we want to try and aim for the center and line these up. And then again, we're going to be putting adhesive not quite to the points here. And if you put this in here, you can kind of get them lined up better. You want these pretty well lined up. Now we want to stamp our owl, and we're going to ink that up. And then I want to stamp them again just for the bow tie, so I'm going to use that scrap and see if I can aim there to get the bow tie. We want to give those a minute to dry, so we'll go ahead and stamp Thinking of You on your special day right in the middle. And I can't get my head right over, so hopefully I'm centered. Now we're going to color our owl. Now we do not have a Mango Melody Stampin' Blend, so I am using Pumpkin Pie, but I think it looks just fine. And there's not a lot of coloring to do on this guy. And I probably should be using the other end that's a little bit easier. And I don't know if you want to color his feet in pumpkin pie or not. Maybe. I didn't on this one, so I think I will on this guy. See what you think. And I think you do want to color his beak. And then we want to color his eyes, just the iris. And so I am going to use the smaller point. And I'm going to color the bow, even though I'm going to cover this up. But it might show through a little bit, so I'll color it. Then I'm going to color this guy's bow. And I think I'm going to use Wink of Stella on his eyes and make those really sparkly. And maybe on the bow tie too. And we'll cut him out. Do not try to cut right on the lines. It is not going to be very helpful for you. And there's something about the curve of his little ear feathers, so I really kind of want to emphasize that. And also the bow tie. Now the bow tie I am cutting a little bit closer because not directly right on the line, but pretty close to the line. And I am using a mini Stampin' Dimensional, and I'm actually going to cut it in half. So these are itty bitty. And we'll put his bow right over the other one. And I'm going to put him on dimensionals also, using up the last on this page. And so he'll go here near the bottom. And more dimensionals for this. Now we're going to be putting that here, and it's going to go off the edge, so don't put dimensionals out too far. And I kind of want it, if I can go above this triangle, that's a good thing. And there you go. It does stand nicely. You may need to pull this out a little bit for it to stand. But it's really got quite a 3D effect here for you. Here is the web address for this project, where you'll find the free detailed directions and links for the products I used. Just click the links and you'll be taken to my online store at Stampin' Up! Click Home near the top of my page and you'll find lots of resources. Under Shop, you can find the products I offer to make crafting more convenient, how to get free products with my frequent shopper rewards, and a link to my online store at Stampin' Up! Click Inspiration to scroll all my projects back to 2011, most with detailed directions and videos. Though the products in those older projects have been retired, you may find techniques, layouts, or color combinations to inspire you today. If you're new to stamping, you might want to look at the basics. You'll find how to cut card bases and layers, what's special about Stampin' Up! Stamps, and some of my favorite tools. Under Organization, you'll find lots of free resources such as catalog tabs, labels and case inserts, color tools, and much more. You can take a tour of my craft wall. More organization means more time for stamping. You can learn about my Evernote notebook. I have a note for every current product that Stampin' Up! Has for sale right now. And you can sort them all by the type of product. You can search just for the stamps. You can search just for the designer series paper. You can search for the phrase that you want or an image that you would like to use. You can search all the products that come in a particular color. It really makes finding just exactly what you want very easy. And you can create your own notebook and search through all of the things that you own to find just what you need. Come stamp with me here in Ventura County, California, or get the best deal of all and join my team of crafters. The team is called SIP Together, and it stands for Stamps, Ink, and Paper Together. The team is made of crafters who want to save money on the products they buy, share with a few friends, or start a Stampin' Up! Business like mine. Be sure to subscribe to my website and on my YouTube channel. I'd love to hear your comments. Thanks for joining me. Talk to you soon.